everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of Inside IU Volleyball with Coach Dunbar. I'm Greg Murray. Coach, it's senior night, or it was senior night. A very touching and big moment each and every year. 3 seniors graduating with Whitney Granado, Sam Thrower, and Kelci Marschall.
Yeah, I just said in an interview, I said it never gets easier saying goodbye to them, but I also think it's one of the most rewarding nights as a coach to watch them grow up and be able to take the next step in their lives.
We were able to catch up with all 3 seniors individually with interviews throughout this coach's show. First up was Whitney Granado. Been through some ups and downs health-wise throughout this senior season, but has just provided a huge mark on the Indiana offense.
Yeah, I feel bad for her because you look back and you want them to stay as healthy as they can. And really, she came in injured and kind of stayed injured for 4 years. But saying this in the right way, she was the perfect person to kind of withstand all those injuries because she's one of the toughest kids I've ever coached. So every day she still had a passion. It never got her spirit down. And I think some kids, when they get injured, their spirit just drops and the passion kind of goes away, and it's like, is it worth it? And I don't feel like she's ever even thought that. I'm not even sure it ever crossed her mind. Every day was a new day for her, and okay, what can we do next? How can we get back on the court? How can I do this? What can I do to help the team if I'm not playing? And so that just really renewed my passion in kids, and watching someone like that go through so many ups and downs, but yet still at the very end, she's just as passionate about Indiana and just as passionate about the sport of volleyball as she was when she got here day one.
Caught up with Whitney. Let's see what she had to say on senior night. Our first senior tonight, setter Whitney Granado. Whitney, a very special night for you, no doubt. But first off, congratulations on 4 years.
Thanks so much, Greg. It's been really special being here and having the succeed.
This year particularly, you've obviously gone through some different health and injury issues. How big is it that you were able to be out there on the floor today, play the whole time, and just kind of build back from these injuries?
I couldn't have asked for anything. I didn't practice all week in the hopes that this match I'd be able to play and to be out there with Kelci and Sam. So I was really happy that I was able to do that and spend this match with them.
Was there one particular moment, looking back just on all your 4 years, obviously the Sweet 16 in 2010, a very special time, but was there one particular moment for you individually that maybe sticks out more than any other?
I think there's certain times, like the Penn State win. I mean, obviously we'll never forget that. That's something really special, but just the person I am now compared to who I was when I walked in as a freshman, I don't even think if she was standing across the room I'd recognize her. So just seeing myself grow has been, I think, really special for me.
And now as a senior, your time here in Indiana is winding down. What are, if you have any post-graduation plans?
I'm really looking to go to grad school and get a grad assistant job with the volleyball program so I can get my master's, and then I'd really like to get into collegiate administration, so kind of the senior level positions, but right now it's just kind of finishing out this and living it up, I guess.
Thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thanks, Greg.
Good to hear from Whitney on a very emotional night. The next senior up was Kelci Marschall, a very long and just a tremendous offensive career, one of the few Hoosiers to reach the 1,000 kill plateau.
Yeah, it was really nice. Kelci has done some big things in her career, and even last year when we had so many injuries and everything, she stepped up to the plate and played 6 rotations, even with a kind of a bum back all of her career, and passed and played defense for us and served, and so it was really nice. And now she's back to just playing front row for us this year, but it's really got 1,000 kills in her career, and it's just a great passion for the sport of volleyball and for learning. She's I've said this before, but she truly is a student of the game, and I think wants to go on and coach as much as she can at the collegiate level, and we want to help her as much as we can. But she's just a kid that drops by the office just to say hi, and she's a kid that's just a really interesting person to talk to. So definitely going to miss her just as much as a person as a player.
Our next senior tonight, Kelci Marschall. Kelci, congratulations on a great 4 years here at IU. Big senior night tonight.
Thank you. It is. It was a lot of fun.
Was there one moment throughout your 4 years that stuck out more than anything else?
Oh man, that's a tough question. So many memories, so many great chances and things that we've done. I mean, first one that comes to mind always that Sweet 16 year, beating Penn State here, and the feelings and the emotions and everything running through our heads, and that really stands out to me.
Last season was really your breakout year with Jordan Haverly going down with an injury, Benson graduating. You really were able to come into your own. How much did that give you the experience that you needed to really elevate your game?
It forced me into a position that I wasn't comfortable with, and made me. I mean, obviously Jordan and Benson, those are huge shoes to fill, and I just had to try to step up and do what I could to fill them, and I think it really made me come out of my shell and grow as a player.
And you're one of the few Indiana players that can say that you had 1,000 career kills. So again, congratulations. What was the biggest thing that you worked on throughout your collegiate career, or the biggest thing that you improved on in your game?
You know, I think that the more of the off the court kind of thing, being a really good leader is something that I've really strived for since I've been here. Being a great teammate and being a good leader and someone that everyone can look to, and by example and by what I'm saying and that kind of thing. So that's really what I've worked on while I've been here.
What do you plan on doing post-graduation coming up here in the next year? Scary time for you and I as seniors, as well as the other seniors on the team. What are your plans right now?
Yeah, I'm not ready to be a pro person, but I am looking into playing overseas and kind of see where that takes me. And other than that, I want to get my foot in the door with coaching, so I'll probably be a graduate assistant somewhere, get a master's, and start coaching and see where that takes me.
All right, well, thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
And finally, our final senior of the night, Sam Thrower, a player in the middle, as a middle blocker in the top 3 this season in the Big Ten in blocks per set, has been a huge boost to Indiana, not only this year, and she's just had great people to learn under with Ashley Benson a few years back to just build her game. Another tremendous player for Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, she's had a great senior campaign, which I'm very, very proud of. You want their best year, really be their last year, and I think that has proven true for Sam. And the reason it's her best year is because she's put the work in the weight room, in conditioning, coming in extra in the gym, and doing all the things that she needed to do to make this a great senior year. And I thought Shantae George probably said it best, that I know Sam looked up to Ashley when Ashley, played here, and Shantae says that, Sam is her biggest role model now and in the same position. So I think Sam has done her job. She comes in, she's a workhorse, she wins all the time, never complains, never gets injured. She's just that. She's a very low maintenance kid, and she's such a good-hearted person too. She really would do anything for anyone. So I think she's just been a great representative and ambassador for Indiana volleyball, and someone that we're very proud of for all that she's accomplished and all that she will accomplish.
Our final senior of the night is Sam Thrower, the middle blocker out of Sycamore, Illinois. Sam, a huge night tonight, just something that you'll definitely remember along with your senior teammates.
Definitely. I mean, no one's really ready for their senior night, I think, but I think it was awesome. The fans stayed afterward to watch the video with us, and it was just great.
Was there one moment throughout your career that sticks out more than any other?
I think it's more of like a montage of just thinking about like preseason in the dorms and just workouts and just testing my team, I think. So.
What was the biggest thing as a middle blocker that you improved on throughout your 4 years? You had plenty of upperclassmen when you came into IU to develop under. Who was your biggest role model, and what did they help you with along the way?
I think Ashley Benson was, obviously a really good role model. She's all-American, so it was just great to come in here and like work out with her. And I think that I just learned just hard work ethic from her, and just in the weight room and moving weight and transferring that onto the court and helping their game. So I think that's what I really learned.
And with graduation coming up, what are your post-graduation plans?
I'm not really sure so far, but
no problem with that.
I'm looking to get maybe an internship this next spring and summer, maybe just sports marketing eventually, but still working on it. So
still plenty of time before May comes around.
Yes.
Thank you, Sam. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Great to hear from the seniors on a night that they will forever remember as one of their last matches ever here at University Gym. 2 matches left here in 2012, Purdue on Wednesday in West Lafayette, and then you see Minnesota for the first time in the final regular season match on Saturday, ending things with which will be the final match for the seniors at home a week from today.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. We don't have school for the first time. Indiana has given the kids off for a week, so we'll spend a lot of time with our team, which I think will be really nice, and get some practice in and maybe do some team activities. And then we'll get to see Purdue again, and they're going to be ready to play us in West Lafayette this time. for the Spike. So we're going to be really excited about that. And then we'll get to see Minnesota for the very first time, which is really strange. You go through the entire season. We've watched them on TV several times, watched a great match of them playing Nebraska last night, winning in 5, 21-19, I think, in the fifth. So we kind of know who they are, and we've seen them on film, but we've never seen them in person. So that'll be an interesting last match, and a great time to play one more time in University Gym. You know, I mean, a lot of people think this is one of the toughest places to play in the Big Ten because of how unique it is and how tight it is. And so I know our seniors are going to be really excited to play one more time here.
Both matches can be listened to on IUHoosiers.com. Purdue on Wednesday, and finally Minnesota, the final match of the 2012 regular season.